Trump's son-in-law and senior advisor, Jared Kushner, is coming under scrutiny again for not revealing again that a Russian banker and Putin ally who has been linked to organized crime reached out to the Trump campaign. This comes after the Senate Judiciary Committee sent Kushner a letter saying he had failed to turn over documents the committee had requested. Joining me now is NBC's intelligence and national security reporter Ken Delanian, who's been reporting on this issue. Ken, what happened?
Good morning, Stephanie. Well, what happened was that Jared Kushner and his lawyer drew the anger of Republican Senator Charles Grassley by failing to turn over this email chain. But by doing that, they've put a spotlight on a much larger and more significant issue, which is another high-level approach to the Trump campaign by a Russian with ties to Vladimir Putin. So this man, Alexander Torshin, was trying to get a meeting with a senior Trump official. He said he had a message from Vladimir Putin to Donald Trump around a National Rifle Association conference back in May 2016. As you mentioned, Jared Kushner's lawyer put out a statement showing that his client, Mr. Kushner, actually advised the campaign to pass on the meeting. And so the lawyer says, hey, that's exculpatory, right? But this man ends up at a dinner with Donald Trump Jr. on the sidelines of this NRA conference in May 2016. And Donald Trump Jr.'s lawyer told me over the weekend that they met, they shook hands, they exchanged pleasantries, and then they went back to their tables. But congressional investigators want to know more about that encounter coming just weeks before the June 2016 Trump Tower meeting between Don Jr. and another set of Russians. So another high-level approach by a senior Russian to the Trump campaign, Stephanie.
And if it was such a, I love the word, nothing burger, why didn't they disclose it? I want to share for you what Jared Kushner's lawyer said about not disclosing some of these documents to the Judiciary Committee. And again, it's Republican Chuck Grassley who got so fired up. But look at this.
But if you look at the contents of these emails, he's the hero. He's the one who's saying there shouldn't be any contacts with foreign officials or foreign entities. That's what the Senate Judiciary Committee should pay attention to and not create some sort of partisan gotcha game.
Okay, then, if you look at the content and it paints Jared Kushner as such a hero, why wouldn't Jared Kushner's lawyer provide these documents to the Judiciary Committee so they could then publicly applaud Jared?
That's an excellent question. And another issue is if you look at what Jared Kushner actually said, he didn't say, don't take this meeting because he's a bad guy. He said, we can't be sure of his connections to Vladimir Putin, essentially. And so we shouldn't take meetings like this. So, look, there's a lot of questions. There's also a question about what Jared Kushner knew about Don Jr.'s correspondence with WikiLeaks, because apparently he was forwarded an email that he then forwarded to Hope Hicks after telling the committees he didn't know anything about campaign contacts with WikiLeaks. So there's a lot of desire on the Hill to get Jared Kushner back up to testify, perhaps in public, about these discrepancies, Stephanie.